Alright, good morning and welcome back to our channel. Prince. It today remains the 13th of October 2025, and we have on the platform this morning a comrade who is out to shed more light on the pioneer disbursement expectations. I want you to pay attention to him as he opens up on this rise. Comrade, your time now.
You see, these community projects, it is going to happen in this country. At least I am sure of this one. I am sure of the community project more than the grants itself. And the reason why I am more sure about the community project is because the government is fully involved. The government is looking for something that will bring development in the country down to the rural areas, down to our communities, down to our villages. The government alone cannot do it. And this money, these funds needed for the community project does not belong to Nigerian government. It came from outside the country. So this is an opportunity for the government to send development to the villages. That is why this registration is still on. Because you and I are going to be used to carry out this project. It is not a government thing. This one passed government. It is not a government thing. It's just that the government is going to monitor it so that money does not go into the wrong hands. People need to understand this thing. Nobody is scamming you, for crying out loud. Even the president himself, haven't you people heard him talk about taking power back to the grassroots, giving power back to the local government chairman and council and whatever? This is part of the agenda. This is just part of the government involvement. Government is trying to make the whole thing look as if it is the government doing it, but we know that the funds does not belong to Nigerian government. This is an NGO money. This money is going to be shared to the NGOs under the supervision of the government. So when we are telling you people about this thing, this thing is the reason why you are not hearing much about it on the news and on the radio and television is because the money has nothing to do with government. It's not a government money. This is charity money to develop Africa. It has nothing to do with government. It has nothing to do with politics. Just that Nigerian governments have a way of trying to stress matters. They have a way of trying to use something they did not initiate to make themselves look good in the eyes of people. But we, who are the insiders, we know better. So when we say don't panic, your money is not wasted. Nobody can scam the whole country for years like this and still continue to scam you without the government hearing about it and asking questions. I don't know what's more to say to people, and you begin to comprehend. I can understand that, okay, because you've spent money here and there, therefore, and nothing is happening. We are in Nigeria, and Nigeria is happening to all of us. Let's face the reality on ground. Nigeria is happening to all of us, but that doesn't mean that your investment is a waste. It is not wasted. Nothing is lost. If this disbursement begins now, you are going to benefit. There is no way anybody who has committed a dime will go empty-handed. It is not possible. The reason why things are the way it is now is because the money has not been released yet. But as soon as everything is finalized and the money is released, things will begin to happen. It will not hide. You will sit in the comfort of your home and you will see money in your account. I rest my case here. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much, comrade, for that elucidation. The statement from the comrade is also bringing some clarity and focus to what the Pioneer Disbursement Program truly stands for. Having waited eagerly for this fund, expecting it to bring personal relief and also transformation to countless lives, it's also important to understand that this initiative actually goes beyond individual benefit. It is primarily centered on community growth, rural development and empowerment, and also social impact. And at the core of this, the Pioneer Disbursement is designed to serve as a bridge between the government, the non-governmental organizations, and the people at the grassroots level. So it actually is a representation of a structured way for national development funds to largely reach the local communities, ensuring that support is not only concentrated in urban centers, but also extended to those in rural communities and rural areas who have been often neglected over time. The comrade also made it clear that disbursement for community development is not a luxury, but a necessity, which is one of the most effective means through which life can truly touch the villagers and those living in the most remote areas. The main goal of this fund is actually to create a chain of impact. When you hear community development on the Pioneer, it's one that begins with empowerment and also ends with visible community transformation. And this means that when the fund is actually finally released, it should not be seen only as an opportunity for individuals to enrich themselves, but as a responsibility to build, to uplift, and also to strengthen their communities. The Pioneer project is built on the principle of service before self. Principle of service, and that's what every expectant beneficiaries of Pioneer Disbursement should aim at. The first principle is service before self. It's about using the available resources to improve schools, hospitals, roads, markets, and some other local infrastructures that directly affect the daily lives of the people. I beg your pardon. And this kind of development gives meaning to the idea of empowerment because it touches everyone, not just a few people on the line. The comrade also is trying to emphasize that the disbursement is structured to ensure that stakeholders, the pioneer, and the community leader becomes an agent of transformation, because they are expected to use their allocated resources wisely to initiate or to support community-based projects that has a synergy with the broader vision of national growth and the grassroots empowerment. Going forward, their role is critical because they are going to set the pace for others who will benefit later, and their actions, their transparency, and their sense of responsibility is going to determine how successful and impactful the entire program is going to be. Now, the Pioneer Disbursement actually carries both privilege and accountability. The resources entrusted to them are not for personal luxury, but for social investment. The emphasis was clear that every pioneer must see themselves as part of a larger mission to rebuild communities and also bring progress to common people at the grass level. You understand? Further to this, community development is one of the strongest tools for building a nation from the ground to the upper level. And when rural areas are developed, the country becomes stronger as a whole. Roads that connect villages to towns, they improve trade consequentially, and better schools create a more educated generation. Health centers, they save lives and reduce suffering. Then clean water and some energy projects improving life standards are also enshrined. And these are the kinds of changes the Pioneer Disbursement aims to trigger in the community. If the focus shifts only to personal gain, the essence of the fund will be lost. We might actually attribute this to UAG disbursement, which is based on individuals. Whether you do any community project or not, it's not mandatory because the fund is meant for you. But when it comes to Pioneer, everyone involved must keep the community's welfare as their priority. So when the lives of the people improve collectively, then individuals naturally benefit. As you see in developing countries, I see that true prosperity begins when everyone actually grows together. You understand? So we are reminded that the process is ongoing and that patience is needed. Disbursement is not a one-time account, it's a systematic release that is going to ensure accountability and effective monitoring. Once the funds are released, every beneficiary are going to receive their own share according to the structure that's already established. And this structure is designed to ensure that there is fairness and transparency that is going to be meted out to everyone. Each pioneer subscriber will be expected to give proper records of how their funds are used and what impact it creates for the community. The idea is not just to spend, but also invest meaningfully in projects that is going to continue to yield results long after the initial funding is over with. Finally, I think accountability is the backbone of every development initiative. Without it, funds will lose their intended purposes. The comrade somehow also highlighted that pioneers must lead by example in the thin line of what they actually meant, and they must show some discipline and integrity in handling the disbursed funds. Mismanagement will not only affect their communities but also tarnish the entire program's reputation. So each pioneer that is being saddled with this responsibility must be answerable to both the authorities and also the people they represent. The community must be able to see and also feel the impact of what has been done based on the fund that is available for them. So the disbursement is not just about distributing this fund, it's about laying the foundation for sustainable development goals, and it is a movement that aims to change the way support and empowerment reach the people. So instead of centralizing the funds in big cities, in urban settlements, it actually decentralizes opportunity so that even the smallest village can also feel the presence of change. When the communities are developed, you should know that unemployment actually reduces and poverty declines. So youths also find their purposes, women gain their empowerment, their relevance, and families also live healthier lives. And these are the long-term results that the pioneer disbursement is expected or hopes to achieve. Conclusively, this message is a reminder that the pioneer disbursement is not about quick wealth, but about lasting change, which is a vision-driven program that prioritizes service, development, and collective progress. And everyone waiting for their turn should ensure that they prepare mentally and morally to use their portion so wisely. When the funds are finally released, every pioneer should remember that it's not just about what you receive, but what you give back to your community. The true success of this program will not be measured by the size of the money that is received, but by the visible transformation it actually brings to the lives of ordinary people. In simple terms, the pioneer disbursement is not a personal jackpot. It's not expected to be a personal jackpot. It is a community building initiative that is aimed at transforming the lives of people, the villages, and the nation. When it is handled with honesty and vision, it's going to become a long-lasting legacy of empowerment, of development, and hope for all. Thank you very much. This is Prince. In case you're new, do subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss out on vital, valid updates. Thank you. See you right about there.